news, and views on the Lowcountry real estate scene. The Brian Beatty Real Estate Show on 1250 WTMA.
Welcome back, Charleston, to the last few minutes of the Brian Beatty Real Estate Show on the Big Talker, 1250 WTMA and WTMA.com. You know, I always like to take a little bit of time and just say thank you to those of you that listen to this program and rely on the information within it to help you better understand and plan for your next transaction in real estate. Humbled by Cumulus Media and, of course, WTMA for being on the show for over 6 years and maintaining this spot and delivering some quality content to you guys. And I always appreciate those of you that reach out and ask me for questions or answers. Whether it be something as simple as, hey, Brian, who do you recommend for a plumber or a contractor? Or, of course, Brian, we're thinking about buying a house or selling a house, have some questions and want to talk through the process. That's why I do what I do, is to help you guys understand and plan for your next move. Become an informed and educated consumer. And so if I can help you do that, then mission accomplished on my end. But if you'd like to reach out to me and have a private conversation about your plans to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, my number is 843-345-1273. Again, that's 843-345-1273. Or go to my website, listingsincharleston.com. That's listingsincharleston.com. So with a few minutes left, here's what I want to talk about. And I'm going to bounce around a little bit here, but going back to some of the questions and some of the conversations that I've been having with folks, one thing that is obvious, and it doesn't really matter what time of year it is or whether the market is up, down, or flat, or sideways, or upside down, communication seems to always be a problem in our industry. Whether you're working with a buyer agent or you're working with somebody to sell your house, it just seems like the level of communication in our industry is overwhelmingly lackluster. And so what should you expect from your real estate agent as it relates to communication? Let's think about it this way. If I'm marketing your house and we have a showing, and it's been 3 days and you haven't heard from anybody about that showing, is it natural for you to wonder, hey, did they actually have a conversation with the agent that showed my house? Are they aware that the showing occurred? I mean, what's going on here? Did the buyers like it? Did they not like it? Do I have an offer that I should be expecting? All, of course, perfectly natural, reasonable questions. And so when we have clients that we're working with, we make it very clear to them that we will be in touch with you at least once per week from the time we list until the time we sell. And if we don't, you can fire us. No questions asked, no cost associated with firing us. And that doesn't happen because we're really systematic about communication, both before and after showings. And then just once a week to check in, say, hey, here's what we did last week. Here's what we expect to happen. Here are the things that we're doing this week. Here's the feedback from the market. Here's what's happened with other homes that are on the market or now under contract or that have now sold, so that we're keeping a pulse on the market and pricing, overall trends. And then, of course, looking for recurring messaging. What are the people saying about your house? We can, we can put the marketing out there to everybody in the world, but if we're not being responsive to what the market says about your property, then, we're not paying close enough attention. So communication, yes, I agree, is a huge problem. It's one of the biggest reasons why agents get fired. It's because they appear to be unattentive. It just seems like they're not working, is really what the seller thinks. It's pretty easy for a real estate agent to take a list, and this is the honest truth. It is very easy for a real estate agent to go out and give you a nice marketing pitch, get you to sign a listing agreement, and then put that property in the MLS, put a sign in the front yard, maybe put some flyers out there, maybe post it to a Facebook page or two, maybe do an open house, but that's about it. And then they just wait for the showings to come in. They wait for other agents to show it to their buyers because they've seen it online somewhere. And once they've done their initial round or their initial investment of time and energy to market the property, it is literally just a set it and forget it approach to selling a house. And the challenge, and I think that's a big fear for a lot of sellers, and rightfully so, because quite frankly, over the past several years, because the market has been so hot, it made agents look better than they were. I'll put it that way. Agents didn't have to do a lot because the market was doing it for them. But now as this market is shifting, and in some areas and in some price ranges, it has shifted. Don't get me wrong. There are some markets now in Charleston where it is a buyer's market. It is a challenging market to sell because it's changing so quickly from that seller's market, the glory days that people were used to it now being a buyer's market, to there being more inventory than people are used to seeing. With more choices comes less demand, the lower willingness to pay a higher price for your property, less multiple offer situations. So in some instances, that's just not where the market is right now. It has shifted. And so what is it that real estate agent has done in the past when a market has shifted to help their clients be successful? I'm here to tell you that the vast majority of agents in our market have not seen a market like this. They haven't seen a shifting market. All they're used to is, or their perception of reality is not normal. If they've only been in the market for 2 or 3 years, they have seen a portion of the market. They've seen a peak market. They haven't seen a flat market. They haven't seen a bust market. They haven't been through a crash. I've been doing this for 13 years. I've seen a full cycle in real estate. I know how to sell when it's hot. I know how to sell when it's not. I know how to sell and get people off the fence when people don't really know which direction the market is headed, which is where we are right now for a lot of people, or a lot of different sections of this market. They're just not sure what's happening. And so that's why I'm having a lot of conversations with people about, does it make sense to do something right now? Does it make sense to wait to buy or sell? What is it that we should be looking for? What are our signs that we're identifying here? If we're driving down the road, what signs do we need to keep a watch out for to let us know when to turn, when to do something? If you're just relying on, national websites to tell you what's going on with the real estate market, that's just totally the wrong information to be going off of, because our market is insulated from the rest of the country. We do have some things going on for us that other people just don't have. But our market is also incredibly diverse in property type. And so let me just bring this back to communication. When your agent sees that the market is shifting, or obviously as a result of listening to this program, you now know that the market is shifting. Ask your agent what they intend on doing differently if the property sits, if you don't get that quick offer. Is there some sort of recurring plan in place to create new exposure for the house? Or is it truly just, it's going to go in the MLS, a sign's going to be on your front lawn, people can drive by it, people can see it online, and if they see it and they like it and they reach out to some agent, who knows who'll actually get that phone call, and they have a conversation and they want to see the house, then they'll come see it. I mean, if they're interested, they'll find it, they'll see it, they'll maybe make an offer. I'm here to tell you that the market is now demanding a more pointed marketing plan. So if that's something that I can help you with, feel free to give me a call, 843-345-1273. That's 345-1273, or go to listingsincharleston.com. And thanks again for listening to the Brian Beatty Real Estate Show on the Big Talker, 1250 WTMA and WTMA.com, and have a great weekend.
Join us for another edition of the Brian Beatty Real Estate Show next Saturday morning at 9 and Sunday morning at 10. Contact Brian Beatty online at listingsincharleston.com. That's listingsincharleston.com. Or call him at 843-345-1273.